All right, so top pass is done. Thank you for writing. Today we're going to keep looking at parallel and perpendicular lines. So students will be able to write linear equations and two variables for parallel and perpendicular lines. By the way, happy Valentine's Day, just from me to you. Okay, so linear function, remember, is a straight line. Okay, linear parent function is y equals x. It goes right through the center. X-intercept is where that line crosses through the x-axis. Slope is rise over run, or the differences of y's over the differences of the x's. Y-intercept is where the line crosses through the y-axis. Positive slope, if you read it like a book, it's going up. Negative slope, if you read it like a book, it's going down. Zero slope, it's flat line, it's a horizontal line. This equation here, since it's crossing through the y-axis, it'd be y equals 2. Undefined slope is going straight up and down. Okay, it's crossing through the x-axis at 3, so the equation would be x equals 3. Standard form, ax plus by equals c. Slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. Point slope form, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Now, parallel lines, remember what we're looking at today. They never ever touch, and they have the same exact slope because they're parallel, just like the L's. Parallel. Perpendicular lines cross at a 90-degree angle, and their slopes are opposite reciprocal. So this is positive 2 over 1, negative 1 over 2. All right, so to the worksheet. All right, so the first part of this worksheet says that you need to tell whether the lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So what I suggest is writing the slopes to both of them over here. Okay, remember parallel means their slope should be the same. Perpendicular means they need to be opposite reciprocal. Go back to the vocabulary if you need help with that. And neither means they don't do either one. They're not the same and they're not opposite reciprocal. Remember, if they're only reciprocal, that is not perpendicular. They must be opposite reciprocal. Okay, let's go down here. Okay, for 6 and 7, it says write the equation in slope-intercept form of the line that passes through the given points and is perpendicular to the given line. What does perpendicular mean? Opposite reciprocal. Okay, so let's do like what we did yesterday. What's our y1? It's 1. What's our x1? Negative 3. And what's our slope? Okay, it needs to be opposite reciprocal. So instead of positive 1 over 3, it's going to be negative 3 over 1. But you don't have to write the over 1 part. Okay, so this is what we're working with here. Let's plug it in like we did yesterday. So y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So we have y, what? Minus 1 equals, what's m? Negative 3. Then x plus 3. Always do the opposite. Okay, now they don't want it in point slope form, do they? Slope-intercept form. So now we must change that. Okay, what's the first step to changing it? You remember? Look at it. We distribute. Okay, so we have y minus 1, that stays the same. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. And then negative 3 times 3, negative 9. Okay, last step. We need to get y by itself, so we add the 1. So we have y equals negative 3x. Negative 9 plus 1 is negative 8. So that would be our answer. Y equals negative 3x minus 8. Okay? All right, so now let's look at number 8. Number 8. Okay, number 8. So it says write the equation in slope-intercept form, remember slope-intercept, of a line that passes through the given point and has a parallel to the given line. So it's parallel, which means what about the slope? It's the same slope. So what's our y1? 4. x1? Negative 6. And our slope. Remember, it's the same slope. So negative 3 over 2. Okay, so write out your equation. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, so we do y what? Minus 4 equals negative 3 over 2 times x plus 6. All right, but not point slope form. We need to change it to slope intercept. So what do we do next? We need to distribute. So we still have that y minus 4 equals negative 3 halves times x is what? Negative 3 halves x. Negative 3 halves times 6 is what? Well, don't freak out. Just use your calculator. So we have negative 3 halves times 6. Negative 9. Okay, what's our last step? We need to add this 4. So we have y equals negative 3 halves x. What's negative 9 plus 4? Negative 5. So y equals negative 3 halves x minus 5. Okay? So don't forget to submit your work online. Those of you who need to make up work, I will be staying for tutorials again today because grades are due on Friday. So you need to come and get those finished. Okay? Don't forget that the Alex contest that we're doing in the class, I'm going to submit the results on Monday, so you do have the weekend to work on it if you would like to try to win a prize. I'm shopping for more prizes today, so you're going to want to be a part of that. All right, papers due today. Good luck, guys.